We have a big magic review today. No, really, it's big. It's a big ass box and it's a great trick. It's called Silver Transit. It is from my old pal, David Regal. And that is our magic review for today. So jump on in with me. Let's take a look at this. Two quick notes before we do the review. Number one, this is not currently something that we sell, but that's not because we don't like it. David only sells them on his website at the moment. So click the link in the description to get it from David himself. Support the guy, right? And that leads me to number two. If we don't sell it, then Luke, how do you have this? How are we talking about it? Well, David did send it to me for a review. However, these are my honest thoughts. I'm going to give it to you straight as always. That is my commitment. What's that? I'll tell him that, David. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to tell you the truth from my perspective, not his perspective. Is that good? Or okay. All right. Cool. Can I eat now? Okay. So what is Silver Transit? This is based on a couple things you might be familiar with. One of them is something called the visible coins to glass from Jack Hughes. He made this popular, but I think when it really took off, this plot, is when it became Copintro. Copintro is the thing where you have the coin stand, which we're going to talk about in a second. The half dollars are placed, you can see them. One by one, they vanish. And off to the side, you have a shot glass face up and then bigger glass on top of it. And one by one, the coins appear inside the shot glass, even though it's isolated underneath the other glass. Over the years, David has kind of been a little obsessed with the coin stand from the Jack Hughes visible coins to glass. So he's been tinkering with this idea. He's been messing with it over the years. And the stuff that you get and the thinking here is the modernized way that David has taken this classic and made it work for him. So that's what this is. Coins go from one place to another. Impossible. What do you get in the box? Let's pop it. Take a look inside the box. I want to say one thing right off the bat. This is packaged very, very well. There's bubble wrap around everything. So it is nice and protected, which is important here because one of the things you do get is a glass. Let's get to the most important part, and the part I think means the most to David as well, and that is the coin stand. This is the coin stand that you receive. A couple little details right off the bat. Black velvet. Underneath are little rubber stoppers on the bottom, so when it's on the table, it's not going to be clunking around. It'll stay put. And this is the stand that you place your half dollars on to have them displayed. Now, one of the things David really wanted to do that makes this different is that a lot of the old coin stands, you needed to mimic or kind of give the illusion that you could see underneath the stand. With this one, you really can. He's had this design in such a way that when the coins vanish and they're all gone, you truly can see underneath the stand. So think of this almost like a little mini illusion. Speaking of the stand, this is where the coins go, but what if you don't have any coins? Oh no, don't worry. David Regal's the man. And David has been so kind, here they are, to supply you with this nice little Regal Magic coin pouch. And inside of this pouch has some really nice uncirculated half dollars, the 50-cent pieces, the good old Kennedy halves. You get a whole supply of these in here to do the trick. So everything you need coin-wise is included. And these are just all normal coins. The gimmicks are the other stuff, which is fun. A couple other little things you get here. You also receive the napkins because with David's version, you are covering the top of the glass and rubber banding it so that the coins cannot get inside without you knowing it. You do get some napkins. These are just your run-of-the-mill napkins. You can get them anywhere. And the other thing he does supply you with is a glass in this nice black velvet bag. And I will give you a quick peek at this as well. And inside of that, there's the rubber bands. I was looking for them. Those are also supplied. You can get more of these, just like the napkins, anywhere you need to. But the glass is also included. A couple little notes about the glass. It has some very unique properties that make this work, that help make the trick work. I'm not going to reveal anything here. The swindle, the thing that David has going on here is very, very smart. Not only does it fool the crap out of lay people, but also fools a lot of magicians because you don't know, David performs a lot at the Magic Castle, a nice mixture of real people and magicians, and he uses this all the time, and it kicks their ass. Yeah. So the glass is also included. Those are the things that you get in the box. Again, this is a very nice box and a set that I know that you will be happy with for sure. Talk a little bit more about the routine itself. What's the skill level? Honestly, this is about as basic as you can get. The coin stand is the thing that allows you to vanish the coins very, very cleanly. And I've got a little close-up shot here of David removing the coins from the stand, and it looks just like when he's going over, he picks the coin up, and it looks like the coin is really vanishing right at his fingertips. And the nice thing is at the end of each vanish, it's a complete vanish. You're totally clean hands, nothing in the hands to hide with each vanish. So that part does the vanishing for you. So, anybody can do this. Put in practice. The part with the glass, as I mentioned before, it's covered with the napkin, rubber banded. All you need to be able to do is hold the glass. And the rest of the swindle, as he likes to say, it just happens. It just works. I'll also say that the rubber bands that are included, there's a reason even for how many of these you get, and I'll let him tell you more about that. But it just goes to show that every action, every thought, everything you're doing is motivated. As magicians, sometimes the things we do are not motivated. They feel out of place, even when you see someone do it or people see you do it. David's really thought about the routine enough to where it's like, well, every single moment, every beat makes sense. That's also part of this whole setup is helping to make everything work together and just have it flow. So that's also what you're paying for, along with all the really nice stuff that you get. Could you do it close up? Absolutely. I know that a lot of people like to do a close up kind of like parlor show or even stand up in a more stage situation. You could do this too. One of the other nice things about the coin stand is that sometimes in the past, some of the stands, when you go to make the vanishes happen, there's a little bit of a tell. And this one doesn't have that. The three main things David says on the instructional are you have three things going on. You have the gimmick, helps you make the coins vanish. You have the acting in the middle of just making the coins vanish. That's kind of just all you playing it up. And then you have the swindle at the end, the coins appearing inside of glass. Again, that method is going to make you smile. And I urge you to try it when you see what's going on. As he says, literally on the instructional, you're going to see this and think there's no way. But then when you do it, you're like, yeah, way. This is freaking awesome. And it's just true David Regal goodness here with Silver Transit. I think the last couple things to mention to you here, how much this whole thing is $130, which is a steal in my opinion. Everything here that you get, including the nice box, you get that. And I think he tacks on another 20 for shipping, if I'm not mistaken. That's because he packs it nicely, and it is a big box. It really is a big box. So shipping, throw on another 20 bucks. So 150 all in, and you will have Silver Transit in your hand. That's really it with the review. Really, angle-wise, you don't want people like behind you on this, so that's important. If you want to reset it, well, this is more of a stand-up piece, so you could reset it within 30 seconds, but this is not meant to be just done. Okay, let's have another audience. I'm going to walk around and do this over and over again. Could you? Yeah, but it's more of a stand-up piece, let's be honest. If you want to grab yours, and I know you definitely want to check this one out, the link is in the description. As I always say, we run a magic shop, but as I always say, support the creators when you can. None of us are getting rich doing this stuff. We do it because we love it. And there are people like David out there that continue to do what he does because he loves it. And definitely support people like him when you can. So that's it. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. Got some other reviews in the queue here, so I need to get back to it. But that is that. If you have any other questions, you can always drop them in the comments below, or if you want to reach out to David through his website, feel free to do that too. He's a very easy guy to get a hold of. Just don't take advantage of that because, he's a busy guy too. You can ask him stuff, but I'm sure you got to wait just a couple days to hear back from him, but he's great. And you're great for being here. So thank you. And I will see you in the next video. All right. Thank you, my friends. That's it.